Hello everybody and welcome to an update on my trapjaw ants, my Macus Monticola. I never know if it's the right way to say it around, but this right here is my young colony of trapjaws. Now, they're doing good and they're also doing really bad. For those who haven't seen the update I did ages ago, the queen have been damaged quite a bit. You can see she's missing half of one of her legs and she's missing an entire leg on the other side. But although this is the case, she's also missing half an antennae, but she is still a feisty girl pumping out. Well, I don't want to say pumping out new eggs, but you can't see that we do have, well, in here we have a larvae, and in here we have another 3 larvae. This larvae looks like it's been cut in half a little bit, doesn't it? I hope it hasn't. Okay, before there was 4 larvae. I've just done a little recording. Hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so there's still 4 larvae. I don't know if this is a 5th larvae. I haven't seen that before. Just got scared for a moment. Now, the colony is not doing the best because they have mites. This here is a newborn worker that I've just enclosed a few days ago. And yeah, it's not too much to say about that. But if you look at the more older workers, you can see they have a few mites on the eyes. Now, this is incredible how to see, because like this is a macro shot. And even here with the macro shot, the only reason I know there's mites, well, I don't know if this worker has mites. Hang on, there was one of the workers who had actually some mites on the antennae, but they're incredibly hard to spot. This worker right here, this worker has some mites. But as you can see, I mean, literally, how will you ever see that? They are absolutely tiny. But yeah, I've recently just moved them into this Gen 4, not Gen 4, Wakooshi modular system, nicknamed Gen 4. And as you can see, I have a simple feeding outworld and a test tube feeder over here. Now, a few people said, hey, add some substrate. And I thought, you know what, I'll add some cocoa fiber to the outworld. The ants brought it home to their nest, as you can see. And then I was told by a certain someone who's very clever, hey, don't give them cocoa fiber because once that's wet, well, that'll be mite central. So I cleaned out the outworld and removed it and replaced it with this one. So yeah, they have a new outworld. They do have some stop substrate in here, which should help them. Now, it's really interesting. This here is, of course, the normal gypsum-sized nest with a feeding outworld, and they're never out here, never. But I gave them a roach the other day. I've tried feeding them live a lot, and they don't really seem to take it. So I've started offering them pre-kill food because I've noticed that's what Ants Canada is doing. And you know, Ants Canada has a successful colony, so why not try offering them pre-kill food? So I cut a roach into 3 pieces, and they actually took the roach in here and fed it to the larvae. So yeah, I'll definitely start just feeding them pre-kill food because I think that's way less stressful for the colony right here. And yeah, they took the roach pieces in without any issues, and we're all happy. Now, although this nest is quite large for them, I like how they're actually not just sitting in a little corner over here being all scared, but they're patrolling, they're controlling the entire thing. They're really super interesting ants to observe. Now, in the old Aesthetic white tongue nest, I just couldn't see anything. It was just, I couldn't see inside. Moved them into a Wakooshi small Gen 3 gypsum, and yeah, I put a heat cable under. I couldn't see anything inside. Now I'm heating the outworld, meaning if they want to go for the heat, I can see it, and they don't want to go for the heat, so I can actually get a clear view. It's amazing, actually being able to look closely at the colony. I'll be really interested to see what the queen says to this. They were moved in here 2 days ago, and as you can see, she's having a hard time missing 1.5 legs. It's a struggle. But yeah, she has been doing this for quite some time. But wow, these ants, is that another mite right there? Potentially. I'm not quarantining these ants actually because I don't think it's any specific mites. I think it's like trapjaw mites as far as I've been able to observe, meaning it's some mites that only really affects the trapjaws. I don't know what it is. Oh, look at this. Look at this antenna fighting. I mean, of course, I never really... Yeah. It's a young worker. Don't try to dominate it. Don't try to dominate it. I never look at this colony because they've always been impossible to look inside. So although I've been keeping this colony for what, half a year to a year? Oh, they did this a lot in the past. That's right. They did this with the queen. they kept taking the queen and walking around with it, so I thought she was dead. But yeah, it's just a really interesting colony to observe. Like looking at all of this action, there's so much you can just think, like the Harpygnathus venatus, and see like the individual workers are going around thinking, scanning everything. But it's not really a species I would yet recommend because, well, I've had a hard time with them, or not. I haven't had a hard time. I haven't been able to observe them at all, and they haven't done too well. Hopefully in this new setup, I'll be able to observe them a little bit better. I am keeping them in the dark. Why? I don't know. But I am keeping them in the dark because they are in this sensitive species. I have provided them with some water out here. Do they take it? I have no idea, but I like to give them some water. So yeah, that's been my little update here on these trapjaws. I mean, I love the look of these larvae. They're so beautiful. I love the spikiness. Insanely cool larvae. So yeah, with that being said, I think we should just go in here and grab a little thumbnail picture. What can we grab right here? Anyone looking a little bit aggressive? Would you like to be on the thumbnail? Should we? I mean, I would like to have like a... It's hard to grab a good thumbnail picture here. Not sure what to show. But either way, thank you all very much for watching this little extra channel video on my trapjaw colony. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Of course, this colony is living in a Wakooshi modular nest range, the new modular, nicknamed Gen 4, and the colony is from none other than Esthetic Ants. There'll be 2 discount codes in the description for both stores, so be sure to check them out. With that being said, bye!